Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 2 tonight on 99.5 The Edge. I'm Ken Smith along with Craig Campbell. We are also on Goodguysradiotv.com for this one. You can check that out on YouTube or Facebook or Goodguysradiotv.com and watch this game live. By the way, Brandon Rigdon, our engineer on the side of Good Guys Radio TV tonight. Sarah Rigdon is our engineer back in the 99.5 The Edge studios. Craig and I are courtside at Eastern Brown High School where the Lady Warriors are hosting the Lady Dragons of West Union, both of them in their opening night of tournament action. Lady Dragons coming into this contest 1-12 in conference play, 5-15 overall. Eastern Brown on the flip side, 4-9 in conference play, 8-14 overall. So both these teams really about the same spot. Eastern a little bit better on the season, but neither of these teams probably playing the season they would like to have had. But this is tournament. It's a whole new season, isn't it, Craig?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at that roster for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the West Union Lady Dragons.
All right, thanks, Ken. West Union Lady Dragons, they're coached by Mr. Jacob Stout, assisted by Greg Stout. The athletic director is Ethan Stricklet, principal Mike Rhodes, and the superintendent, Don Wallace. The roster for the Lady Dragons, Violet Randolph is number 3. She's a 5-foot freshman. A 5'10 sophomore, Emmy Stapleton, wears number 4. Ashla Staten will be number 5, and she's a 5'4 junior. Standing 5'5", a sophomore, Nina McCann, is number 10. Jocelyn Hall wears number 12, and she's a 5'8 freshman. A 5'7 sophomore, Kale Garrison, wears number 13. Madison Stout will be number 20, and she's a 5'6 freshman. Standing 5'8 and a junior, Olivia Lewis wears number 21. Shelby Weekly, number 22, is a 6-foot sophomore. A 5'3 freshman, Annabelle McIntosh is number 23. Harley Hazlip is number 31, and she is a freshman. Also a freshman, 5'5", Madison White is number 41. And lastly on the roster, Shelby Stevenson is number 44. She's a 5'7 junior.
All right, that's a look at West Union. Let's go ahead and look at Eastern while we're at it.
All righty, for the Eastern Lady Warriors, head coach Kevin Pickrell in his 10th year, assisted by Debbie Forsyth, Allison Malott, Tori Utter. The trainer is Jessica Baker, athletic director Jared Jodry, principal Guy Hopkins, and superintendent Jordan Michael. Number 0, Jenna Mobley is a 5'2 senior. A 5'4 freshman, Olivia Yule, is number 4. Vivian Grimes, number 2, is a 5'4 sophomore. 5'2 senior, Annie Grimes, is number 3. Lily Yupa, number 11, is a 5'6 junior. Standing 5'8 and a sophomore, Alyssa Johnston wears number 12. Madison Gould will be number 14, and she is a 5'4 senior. Also a senior, standing 5'8, Emily Belmont wears number 15. Tabby Schumacher, number 20, is a 5'9 junior. A 5'6 senior, number 24, Emma Litzinger. And Clara Martin will be number 42, and she's a 5'4 junior.
All right, that's a look at the roster for the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. We'll take a quick break and be back to talk about starters and have our tip right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
One of the most iconic Ohio River properties in southern Ohio is now available. The former location of Moyer Winery is a 61-acre property with nearly 24 acres of riverside and a half-mile of river frontage, plus 38 acres of timber. The existing 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home features full-view windows that maximize the incredible river view. Outdoor amenities include a 26-by-44 shelter house, a gazebo, and a 36-by-48 tobacco barn. For more details about this property, visit thedickeygroup.com.
Gas mileage is very important when the price of gas just keeps going up. And if you're driving around on old worn-out tires, you're wasting gas. Vehicle out of alignment? That's another gas sucker. Check engine light on? Yep, that's just more gas down the tailpipe. Get the most out of every gallon of gas with a visit to Tanya's Tires, Service and Rental in West Union. Located on Lloyd Road between West Union High School and West Union Elementary. Call 937-544-4106 to schedule your appointment today. Trust Tanya's care for your auto repair at Tanya's Tire, Service and Rental in West Union. Now offering alignments and service for tractor tires.
Gentlemen, we are ready for tip-off. Craig, who we got out there starting this game?
We have for the West Union Lady Dragons, Emmy Stapleton, Ashla Staten, Madison Stout, Olivia Lewis, and Annabella McIntosh. For the Lady Warriors, Jenna Mobley, Lily Yupa, Emily Belmont, Tabby Schumacher, and Emma Litzinger.
West Union will control the tip with the basketball. Is going to be Staten out on the right side wing. Feeds it out top to McIntosh for a 3. That one's off the front of the rim. No good. Long rebound, bounces all the way out, and Litzinger is able to track it down.
Looks like West Union going to the 2-3 zone. Pressure.
Yeah, it's
or is it a man-to-man now?
I think they switched up on a man-to-man. Right side low block, a turnaround jumper is up and good by Schumacher. Yeah, I was trying to decipher exactly what they were doing. And on the other end, I think we see a zone defense. Staten driving in on the left-hand side of the lane. Shot was no good, and on the rebound, we have players on the floor. As falling down with it, I think, was Weekly.
So we got a quick foul on Tabby Schumacher. That's her first, obviously, number 1 on the team.
All right, West Union will inbound underneath. They'll go to Weekly in the corner. Now Staten will have it out on the left side wing. Yeah, we're going to see man-to-man defense, I think. No?
It's
hard to say.
Both teams are zone with the man-to-man principles.
Yeah, it is going to be a zone. Staten's going to try the 3 left-hand side. That one a little bit short. Lewis on the rebound, but tries to throw it back to Staten, and it ends up being a turnover as Schumacher came up with it. Ahead with the basketball is going to be Litzinger. She'll slow it up and bring it out top for the reset. West Union is going to be in a man-to-man this time. Litzinger dribbling to the right side, reversing left side Schumacher. Schumacher looking inside to Mobley, now goes back right side to Belmont. Popping out for it is going to be Mobley. They're looking inside. Craig, I think they've got some open looks, but afraid to throw it in there.
Yeah, not taking the incentive and throwing it in there real quick.
Litzinger will drive in, a runner in the paint's up and good.
Just taking in the paint by herself there, no problem, Emma.
4-point lead for the Warriors, Lady Warriors, that is. Lady Dragons with the basketball. Lewis had it left side, gets it back to Staten. Staten dribbles to the corner, gets double teamed, passes it back out to Lewis. Now with the basketball out top is going to be McIntosh. McIntosh will pass it left side to Staten, back to McIntosh. As they work it back and forth. McIntosh dribbles it right side, hands it off over there to Stout. Stout will bring it back to the top of the key. 5:42 to go in the first quarter. West Union Lady Dragons showing some patience.
Yeah, so I'll say they're just kind of feeling it out right now, see what their options are.
McIntosh with it right side. Back out top to Weekly. Now left side they reverse it. Stout. And then Staten will get it. Probably looking for a 3-point opportunity maybe for Staten, or trying to use that inside with Lewis and Weekly in there, the size advantage for West Union. Staten and McIntosh working it back and forth. Yeah, West Union continuing to show a lot of patience. Now Stout and McIntosh working it on the right side. Out top to Lewis it'll go, and back to Stout. Stout will try the 3. That one looked good, but did not drop. Lewis on a putback. That's no good. And the rebound cleared out by the Lady Warriors.
The Lady Warriors doing a very good job closing out on those 3-point shooters.
Now with the basketball out top, it's going to be Litzinger. Off the screen, dribbles right, gets loose, but has her shot partially blocked. I think Weekly got a hand on it, and Staten will end up with it, and she'll push it up the floor. 1-on-2, drives past the defense, but cannot get the layup to go. And then we have a foul committed underneath on the rebound. Unfortunately, Staten got a steal, but they're going to say it was because of contact. I don't think it was Staten, though.
No, it was on Annabella McIntosh on that foul. Full court pressure by the Lady Dragons.
4:29 to go in the first quarter. Coming up at halftime, we'll have the Baxla Tractor Sales halftime show for you. Usher is not performing.
Darn.
We couldn't get him coming off the Super Bowl. He was a little tired, I think, and just wasn't able to be here tonight to perform. With the basketball, baseline shot by Schumacher. No good. Backside rebound fought for. I think Belmont's going to end up with it. Passes back out top to Litzinger. Lady Warriors will reset. Belmont with it left side. Craig, what'd you think of the Super Bowl yesterday?
It was a good game, obviously.
I think the first half was worthy of a nap.
Yes, yes.
Second half wasn't bad, though.
Wasn't bad. They turned it on, overtime, excitement. Never a fan of the Kansas City Chiefs, however.
Oh, yeah? You're not a Swiftie?
No.
West Union will have the basketball. as Eastern Brown turning it over. 4-0 the score. Eastern Brown is on top. West Union would like to get the lid off the basket. McIntosh with it right side. Passes to Staten, left side. And still in that 2-3 matchup zone, I think. That's a weird defense. It really looks like man-to-man, as McIntosh has got somebody guarding her man there, and that's Mobley. Now Staten will have it left side, but see, Mobley's now on her, so some kind of matchup zone. And McIntosh working it with Staten left side. They're in the corner and trying to stay out of being trapped there as McIntosh drives inside the paint. Runner is up, no good. Rebound fought for, and we've got a dual possession. And it's going to go the way of Eastern.
That was a nice take by McIntosh, but just didn't get it to fall. We have a substitution. Madison Gould in for Jenna Mobley for the Lady Warriors.
2:52 to go in the first. Mark your calendars now for the biggest game of the year. Well, the Super Bowl's over, so this is now the biggest game of the year. That's the 39th annual C103 All-Star Game. Foul committed by West Union as a basket attempted underneath by Schumacher. Couldn't get it to go. She'll go to the line to shoot two.
Weekly into the game, I didn't catch that. She picks up that foul, however.
You know, actually, I think they kind of changed the lineup on us. I don't think Stapleton started. I think they had Weekly start instead.
That's very probable that they.
Yeah, so that's why you didn't catch her coming in, Craig. She was in there from the start.
In there.
Yeah. I caught that and forgot to say something. Sorry. By the way, the C103 All-Star Game is Friday, March 22nd at North Adams High School. Check out the seniors as they play one final time. And, of course, we'll award all those scholarships as well. That's for the SHAC Conference, which both of these teams are in the SHAC Conference. Staten with the basketball out top, as both those free throws were good. Eastern Brown now leads it by 6. McIntosh will try a three-point shot. No good. Rebound controlled by the Lady Warriors. Another one and done for West Union. Yupa will have it out top against the man-to-man. Passes it left side to Gould. Gould will reverse it to Belmont now on the right side wing. A shot up and no good by Yupa. What are they going to say? It went up and hit that support.
Absolutely. That's what happened exactly.
Yep. I hate that.
It should not be one of those things in play like that. I agree.
Yep. Couldn't do anything with it.
Into the game, Annie Grimes for the Lady Warriors. She replaces Schumacher. Yeah, that's I like that kind of offense. They got it to the low block, got a nice little shot, and then 2 offensive rebounds, but just couldn't get it to fall.
West Union's going to try some full court pressure. It works as they tie up the Lady Warriors in the backcourt. That was Gould that got tied up on a dual possession, and the rotation will go the way of the Lady Dragons. So now there's another opportunity for them to get the lid off that basket, get some points on the board. Staten will have it on the inbound. Staten leading scorer on the team, so obviously they pay her a lot of attention. She could not get the three-point shot to drop, but West Union gets the rebound. Lewis with it inside the paint, has it tipped away. Lady Warriors come up with a steal. Litzinger goes ahead to Yupa. Yupa gets stopped down at the right side, low block, forces the shot and draws the foul. Lily Yupa is going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Nice defense by Stout at first, but then she tried to block the shot and got that foul. Madison Stout with her first.
Let's take a quick break during these free throws. We're back right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yupa made one of the 2 free throws. The score now, Lady Warriors 7, West Union Lady Dragons 0. But they're going to try and change that with this possession. Lewis goes left side McIntosh. They'll hand it off to Staten. She's got a 3 look. That was partially tipped, I think. Ends up short, and Eastern Brown has the rebound. West Union almost creates a turnover with some full court pressure. Eastern Brown will now have to inbound and bring it up the floor with 47 seconds to go in the first.
Tabby Schumacher back into the game for the Lady Warriors, replacing Emily Belmont.
We have a lot of basketball coming up for you the next couple of weeks here on C103 as we get into the thick of tournament. And we will be talking about that throughout our broadcast. Eastern Brown handling that pressure, but couldn't get the shot to drop. They do end up with a rebound, and a put back from the baseline by Grimes is no good. And then we have a foul committed this time on a rebound, and I think it's going to go against Lady Dragons.
Lady Dragons, Olivia Lewis will pick that foul up, her first as well.
32 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Lily Yupa back to the line.
Yep.
She split a pair the first time there.
Her second trip to the free throw line. First one's good. 8-0 score, so not a tremendous lead on the side of the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors, but Lady Dragons got to start getting a handle on it here. They don't want it to get out of hand early. Second free throw is also good. 30 seconds on the clock. Staten with the basketball. Passes right side to McIntosh. McIntosh dribbling top of the key. Finds Staten out on the left side wing. Now to go to Stout out top. She'll set it with 17 seconds.
Yeah, the Lady Warrior defense is definitely causing some trouble for the Dragons.
Well, Lady Warriors have struggled offensively this year. Lewis gets a three out on the left side wing. And finally the lid's off the basket. And what do we got? Breaking the action here for some reason. 3 seconds on the clock. Eastern Brown has struggled scoring this season, but they are still a very solid defensive team. West Union also has struggled scoring-wise. Looking at the point averages for these two teams, West Union only averaging 37.2 points per game. But guess what? Eastern only averages 34.
Yeah, that was kind of surprising when I looked down the statistics there that both of these teams are in the 30s.
But West Union gives up 10 more points, well, nine more points per game. West Union gives up 9 more points than Eastern does. So we back to defense. Eastern, pretty good defensive team. I believe one of the officials there, Mr. Throckmorton, said a warning had to be issued because touching the ball as it came through the net. Is that right, Craig?
Yes, sir. It's called the delay game.
Yeah. And we are going to have somebody step out of bounds. Still 1.3 seconds on the clock as West Union will get it back off of a turnover. By the way, I think we forgot to mention those officials.
We did. I'm sorry about that. Keith Throckmorton, J.R. Moberly, and Truman Hash is our third team out there.
And West Union not able to get a good look at the basket with only a little over a second to go. We will end the first quarter with the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors leading it by 6. We're back right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance. Adams County Self-Storage knows that there's plenty of different reasons you may be looking for a little extra room to put things. Your college-age kid comes home for the summer and brings along their new ping pong table. You finally decided to take down the decorations after celebrating Christmas in July, or maybe you're still holding on to all those Thai beanie babies that are definitely going to be worth something someday. Whatever your needs, Adams County Self-Storage has got you covered. They've got units ready to rent at their West Union location right behind the Grandview Outlet. Call 937-892-0016. That's 892-0016.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, We believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Welcome back courtside. Lady Warriors with the basketball to start off the second quarter. West Union almost had a steal, and Eastern Brown will now inbound again. Yupa on the shot. Guess what, Craig? She's going to go back to the free throw line. Her third trip there already.
Yupa making a home at the line. That foul goes against Ashla Staten. Yupa 3 for 4 so far. She comes in at a 40% clip, so she's well above that.
We'd like to thank our season sponsors for 99.5 The Edge basketball, including First State Bank, Health Source of Ohio, Baxla Tractor Sales, and Southern State Community College. Just a few of our season sponsors on 99.5 The Edge.
Emily Belmont into the game for the Lady Warriors.
Gets both free throws to go, make it 11-3 the score. As West Union was slow to get the offense moving. Let's hope they can pick it up here in this second quarter. Staten with the basketball. Goes left side. Stout out to McIntosh for a three. That one's no good. The Lady Dragons can start getting those three shots to drop. It could change things.
Yeah, they're getting plenty of shots now.
Mobley will have the basketball for the Warriors as they'll set their offense. Pass goes right side to Litzinger. Now popping out for it left side, Schumacher, and then Mobley. Belmont will get a touch, and then Yupa on the right side wing. West Union in a man-to-man defense. They'll go inside to Belmont. Belmont on a shot, no good. Put back by Schumacher, also misses. Dangerous save there by Stout, but she was able to get it into the hands of one of her own players. Staten for three, left side, no good. Rebound, put back is no good. That was off the hands of Stapleton. West Union just cannot catch a break in this first half.
Every shot is right on the mark. It's just coming up a little short or a little bit off, but it looks good.
By the way, coming up at halftime, Sarah Rigdon, our producer, will bring you our studio update at halftime. That'll be part of our Baxla Tractor Sales halftime show. And Staten trying to tie up Yupa in a dual possession. She's successful. That's a turnover for the Lady Warriors.
Warriors coming in, averaging 20.7 turnovers per game. They're only at 5 right now.
Staten will have the basketball with 6:11 to go in the first half. Dribbling out top against man-to-man defense. Pass will go right side, McIntosh. Now reverses left side to Staten and back to McIntosh.
West Union trying to look inside but not making much of an effort to get there.
Well, they get Staten loose for a three off of a screen. It's no good. Rebounds loose on the floor, and it is saved back out to McIntosh for a three. That one was a little too strong, and on the backside for the rebound, Litzinger has it. 5:30 to go in the first half. Litzinger passes to Yupa left side. Yupa off the screen. She'll get inside the paint and is fouled on the shot. We're going to take a timeout during this free throw. We're back right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Taste the Snappy Tomato Pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
Bowling Auto Service is here to help. Sardinia's local auto repair expert has built their reputation on hard work, integrity, and auto repair expertise. Bowling Auto Service has batteries, brakes, inspections, oil changes, tire diagnostics, and more. Call or stop by today for specials. 12702 Fight Hawk Road in Sardinia or 937-213-2046. Visit them online at bowlingautomotiveservice.com.
wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Dragons had the basketball out of the timeout, couldn't get a three-point shot to drop, and Eastern now inbounding after a foul was called on the rebound. The Lady Warriors, against pressure, get it up the floor to Schumacher. They'll back it out to Litzinger and set it up.
Madison White into the game for Lady Dragons. She did replace Staten with those 2 fouls.
And Grimes with the basketball passes inside to Schumacher, and she is fouled.
Foul does go against Madison White. That is her first, team 4th. Schumacher with her second trip to the line.
By the way, Vivian Grimes into the basketball game now. Annie Grimes is out. I mean, we had Annie Grimes out there earlier, right?
Yes.
First free throw by Schumacher, no good. She'll get a second. 4:50 to go, 4:51 actually to go in the first half. Second free throw by Schumacher, rims out. And then we have a foul called on the rebound. This one will go against the Lady Warriors. Only the first team foul, though, isn't it?
Yes, Emma Litzinger with that foul. That is her first. And Annie Grimes back into the game. She will replace Schumacher.
So now we got both Grimeses out there.
Annie and Vivian.
Yep, I'll try to get the first name in there with as well as the second name, last name. However, you know what I mean. McIntosh, they almost get her tied up. Gets it to Stout. Stout on the drive for the layup. It's good.
That's how you take it to the hole right there. Madison Stout with 2 points.
Warriors with the basketball. Mobley has it. She'll have it top of the key. West Union's going to go into a zone this time. Yeah, looks like a 2-3 zone. Gonna change it up a little bit. Mobley will have it out on the left side wing. Passes to Grimes on the baseline, back to Mobley. Now to Litzinger out top. Litzinger passes right side to Grimes. That's Vivian Grimes, and she is fouled on a drive to the basket. It's going to be on the floor. Although that's, I think, going to be the 15th foul. I think she'll shoot free throws.
It will be.
Yep.
Madison White's second, team 5.
We'll take a timeout during these free throws. We're back right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, Energy Star compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on US Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
We just watched a video in class about how nicotine can mess up the way your brain develops.
That's the last thing you need.
But for real, you should probably tell your parents.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, can you come with me?
Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
You've been listening to us for years.
Shot up by for three. It's up and in.
Now it's time to watch.
I can save.
Good Guys Radio TV is here with live video coverage of everything happening in our area. Local sports.
And this one is a hard shot out to left field.
Local events.
Hey, this is Braden hanging out with you.
It's all on GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
That's GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was a long break for free throws, and that's because the timeout got called as well. But on a missed free throw, Eastern did score 2 points on a putback and now have a steal from West Union with full court pressure. So the score, 16-5, Eastern Brown leading, and Eastern Brown with the basketball make it 18-5 as Annie Grimes gets about a 10-footer to go from the left side baseline. Stout will have it out top for the Lady Dragons against a 2-3 zone. Pass goes left side to Staten. Now out top, McIntosh. Back to Staten and then McIntosh again. McIntosh off a screen, passes to Lewis, right side wing. Kind of thought Lewis might try a three-point shot there. She's very capable of shooting those. Staten with the basketball is fouled. Only going to be the second team foul for the Lady Brown, or Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. So West Union will inbound off the foul.
Vivian Grimes, that foul, she will leave in place of Tabby Schumacher.
And Belmont, I think, checked back in as well.
Okay, she did, yes, sir.
Yep. All right, with it out there is going to be McIntosh. 2:35 to go in the first. Pass goes right side, Staten. Now they'll go to Stout, right side corner, who dribbles it back out. Tries to drive, passes out to McIntosh. And they found Stapleton there for just a moment. Out on the left side, down to 2:22 to go. Lewis with the basketball. Stout comes out and gets it. Well, West Union struggling with the defense.
Yeah, this zone defense is, as soon as we say that.
Yep, and there's Lewis. I said she was capable of shooting those threes. She nails that one to make it 18-8. Eastern Brown leading.
Lewis now with 6 points, came in averaging 6.7. She's right there.
Yupa with the basketball, tries to feed it into Belmont. It got tipped loose, but she got it back. Loose again, then Litzinger gets it. Now they have Yupa for a three look. That one no good. Rebound, Schumacher put back. It is good.
Tabby Schumacher now with 6 in the game.
And that's 11 points scored by the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors here in this second quarter. Stapleton with the basketball, baseline out to Stout. Now to Lewis. She'll try another three. That looks good, and it is good.
Feed the hot hand. Lewis now, 9.
20-11. West Union cuts it back to a 9-point lead. Litzinger with the basketball. Left side, it'll go to Annie Grimes. Back out top to Yupa. Schumacher, Grimes, this Lady Warriors now working hard to find an open player. Inside to Belmont. Back out to Yupa at the free throw line for 2. It's no good. A long rebound. Grimes tracks it down. Passes out to Yupa again. 45 seconds to go in the first half. Grimes will try a three. That's no good. Belmont with a putback. No good. And rebound went over top of the players, and Belmont ended up with it, but travels. Turnover for the Warriors.
Violet Randolph into the game for the Lady Dragons, and then Jenna Mobley also back into the game for the Lady Warriors.
Still 34 seconds on the clock. West Union. I'd go to Lewis again, see if I can make this a 6-point ball game heading into halftime.
That last three, she wasn't, she took it up quick, and, you know, why not?
Yeah. We are getting ready for the Baxla Tractor Sales halftime report, where we will mow through the first half stats and see what these two teams need to do to harvest a win. Stout with the basketball. Gets caught in a dual possession. And that, I think, is going to be a turnover. It is. Well, that's not what the Lady Dragons were hoping for.
Empty possessions, not what they really want to do at this point. Shelby Weekly will return for the Lady Dragons, going to replace Ashla Staten. So she does not get that third foul before the half.
17.9 seconds. Lady Warriors will have Litzinger bring it up the floor. As she crosses the timeline at 12 seconds, goes right side to Mobley. Mobley off the screen, out top. They'll go left side, Yupa. Yupa for a long two. That one's no good. Rebound fought for. Doesn't matter. Ends up with a buzzer. So that's how we'll end the first half. The Eastern Brown Lady Warriors leading the West Union Lady Dragons by 9, 20-11. We're back with the Baxla Tractor Sales halftime right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
One of the most iconic Ohio River properties in southern Ohio is now available. The former location of Moyer Winery is a 61-acre property with nearly 24 acres of riverside and a half-mile of river frontage, plus 38 acres of timber. The existing 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home features full-view windows that maximize the incredible river view. Outdoor amenities include a 26-by-44 shelter house, a gazebo, and a 36-by-48 tobacco barn. For more details about this property, visit thedickeygroup.com.
Gas mileage is very important when the price of gas just keeps going up. And if you're driving around on old worn-out tires, you're wasting gas. Vehicle out of alignment? That's another gas sucker. Check engine light on? Yep, that's just more gas down the tailpipe. Get the most out of every gallon of gas with a visit to Tanya's Tires, Service and Rental in West Union. Located on Lloyd Road between West Union High School and West Union Elementary. Call 937-544-4106 to schedule your appointment today. Trust Tanya's care for your auto repair at Tanya's Tires, Service and Rental in West Union. Now offering alignments and service for tractor tires.
Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance. Adams County Self-Storage knows that there's plenty of different reasons you may be looking for a little extra room to put things. Your college-age kid comes home for the summer and brings along their new ping pong table. You finally decided to take down the decorations after celebrating Christmas in July, or maybe you're still holding on to all those Thai beanie babies that are definitely going to be worth something someday. Whatever your needs, Adams County Self-Storage has got you covered. They've got units ready to rent at their West Union location right behind the Grandview Outlet. Call 937-892-0016. That's 892-0016.
School win on the girls' side, and if Eastern wins this evening, it will be number 200 for head coach Kevin Pickrell. Pretty cool.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
All right, let's talk about scoring by the quarters in the first half. Eastern Brown outscoring West Union 9-3. West Union just could not get a shot to drop. A lot of damage done there in that first quarter because that 6-point advantage turned into a 9-point advantage as Eastern Brown outscored them only by 3, though, in the second quarter, 11-8. So, again, Eastern Brown leading by 9, 20-11 at the half. We're going to send it back for the studio update with Mrs. Sarah Rigdon. We'll be back with more. The Baxla Tractor Sales halftime right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Taste the snappy tomato pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
Bowling Auto Service is here to help. Sardinia's local auto repair expert has built their reputation on hard work, integrity, and auto repair expertise. Bowling Auto Service has batteries, brakes, inspections, oil changes, tire diagnostics, and more. Call or stop by today for specials. 12702 Fight Hawk Road in Sardinia or 937-213-2046. Visit them online at bowlingautomotiveservice.com.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, Energy Star compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on US Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
Yeah, that's something wrong there. I did some math wrong there. I'll just take that back. But they did outscore the Lady Warriors from the field 11-10. The difference being, obviously, the free throws. Lady Eastern Warriors were 10 for 14 from the free throw line, shooting well above their average, where they came in at 55%. And that's where the big difference is on the scoreboard. Those 10 free throws that they were able to hit.
Yeah, that looks like about 17%.
Thank you.
4 for 23. Yeah, about 17% there.
So 33% for that second quarter. That's where I got that.
Yeah.
3 for 9 total, and I didn't add the 1 for 14 in the first quarter.
Yeah. That does change the numbers just a little bit.
Scratch that. Sorry, guys. But, West Union with those 3-pointers from Olivia Lewis were able to cut into that lead, and that Olivia with 9 points, that's a big half for her.
Yeah, and the majority of West Union's points, 9 out of 11 points. So everybody else is going to have to step it up a little bit here and get some shots to drop. On the flip side of that, Eastern Brown Lady Warriors, well, they need to keep playing some tight defense and stopping West Union. Individual scoring-wise over there, who we got leading on that side? Schumacher?
Schumacher had 6, but Yupa had 7. All of those, she went 7 for 8 from the free throw line. So Yupa, the leading scorer, without a field goal.
Yeah, and they're spreading it around pretty good, too. What they have?
5 guys in scoring. Litzinger had 4, and then Annie Grimes and Vivian Grimes, both Annie with 2, Vivian with 1. She was 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
All right, and we are ready for second half action. That'll do it for your Baxla Tractor Sales halftime show. We ran out of time for Usher. We already said he wasn't going to be here, didn't we?
Yes, we already ruined that suspense.
West Union Lady Dragons will have the basketball to start the second half. Lewis to Staten. Staten dribbling right side. They'll pass it out top to Lewis. And now Lewis makes it down to the left side low block and tries to throw it out to McIntosh, but it's tipped. It'll end up out of bounds off Schumacher. Or Shoemaker. Schumacher. It is Schumacher.
Yep.
Did I say Shoemaker in the first half?
I don't believe so.
McIntosh looking to inbound. Goes to Weekly in the corner, now to Staten out on the left side wing. McIntosh will come out top for it. Staten open for the 3, didn't take it. Now Staten on a drive inside is fouled. I think it'll be on the floor. Yeah, it is.
Number 0, Jenna Mobley with that foul. That's only 1 on her.
Thanks again to our season sponsors, First State Bank, Health Source of Ohio, Baxla Tractor Sales, and Southern State Community College. Weekly with it left side corner. Passes to Staten. Out top will go McIntosh, then right side to Stout. Back to McIntosh. She'll try the 3. That was off the front of the rim, and the Lady Warriors have the rebound.
Still think that is good, though. Get those shots up.
Shooters have to shoot, right?
Exactly. You can't.
You got to shoot through it.
You don't make the shots you don't take.
Eastern Brown with the basketball facing that 2-3 zone. They'll reverse it back to Mobley, left side. Now top to Yupa. Inside it goes to Schumacher. They kick it back out. Now Yupa out top with it, left side Mobley. Inside and then back out to Yupa, right side. From 15 feet away, it's no good, and then a foul committed on the rebound by the Lady Warriors.
Yep, that foul went against Emily Belmont. 2 quick ones on the Eastern Lady Warriors this half already.
And one thing we have not talked about is where this will go from here. And I believe the winner of this game plays on Saturday, is it? Nope, it's not Saturday. Well, we'll talk about that in just a minute. Foul committed while I was trying to look at where this game goes next.
Tabby Schumacher picks the foul up, and it will send Olivia Lewis to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Neither team has scored yet in this second half, and Lewis changes that.
Lewis, our first player in double figures. She has 10 now.
Lewis takes her time. Second free throw, finds that hard spot at the back of the rim and pops out. Yupa with the basketball. Yupa passes right side, Mobley. They'll reverse it to Litzinger, left side. Now Litzinger for a long 2. That one is no good, and again, it bounces up and hits that support. That's a turnover.
West Union with a little trapping on that last 2-3 zone, and it worked out.
West Union working it against some light full court pressure. Staten will dribble it across the timeline. She's going to take it all the way in. Couldn't get the layup to go. And on the rebound, what do we have, a foul committed? Yep, and that one I think is going to be an expensive one, or maybe not.
Called it on Olivia Lewis, which will be number 2 on Lewis.
All right, the winner of this game is going to play on Thursday against number 3 seed Portsmouth West. Tough basketball team. It's going to be a tough game for either of these teams. Eastern Brown will have it. They'll feed it into Schumacher. Now back out Mobley, left side wing. They'll go into the corner to Schumacher. Now Litzinger has it right side wing. They get Schumacher inside the paint, and she falls down with it. Ball's loose on the floor. We're going to have a dual possession. I think it'll go the way of West Union this time, I think. Nope, it's going to stay with Eastern.
Eastern avoids the turnover, but it does cost them that possession.
That's right.
The next time.
On the inbound, they had Belmont right underneath, but she wasn't squared up to the basket. Had to do a turnaround move and didn't get squared up to the basket. Shot did not drop. Lewis tries another 3 on the other end, and it's nothing but net.
Why not? Olivia Lewis, 13 points.
And just that quick, it's a 5-point ball game because the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors are doing the same thing that West Union did in the first quarter, and that is struggling to score on this end of the floor. Seems to be this, what would that be? The southern end of the gym here on Kaiser Court. Nobody wants to score on that basket. Litzinger to Yupa. Now to Mobley. They'll go to the Litzinger left side. Eastern Brown showing lots of patience, working the ball. Down to 4:32 to go in the third quarter. Litzinger inside the Belmont. Back out Schumacher. Baseline for 2. No good. Backside rebound is a travel because 2 Lady Warriors had the ball at the same time. Good catch by the officials there.
Yep. Stuttered. They both had the ball and they both moved their feet. So.
What do you think, Craig? Feed it into Lewis?
Feed it into Lewis.
She's been hot. But the basketball is going to be Staten. Staten goes left side. Stout will try a 3 in the corner. That one's no good. Backside rebound fought for. Schumacher ends up with it for the Lady Warriors. Yupa will have it to bring it up the floor. Just under 4 minutes to go in the third. Mobley, now Schumacher left side corner. Back out to Mobley. Dangerous pass across the floor. They feed it into Belmont. Belmont double teamed and fouled.
Emily Belmont been working very hard in the post there to get the position, and they finally feed her, and she will go to the line.
We're going to take a timeout during these free throws. We're back right after this.
You've been listening to us for years.
Shot up by for 3. It's up and in.
Now it's time to watch.
I can save!
Good Guys Radio TV is here with live video coverage of everything happening in our area. Local sports.
And this one is a hard shot out to left field.
Local events.
Hey, this is Braden hanging out with you.
It's all on Goodguysradiotv.com.
That's Goodguysradiotv.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We had several substitutions while we were away, and both free throws are good.
Madison Gould in for the Lady Warriors, and then Emmy Stapleton back into the game for the Lady Dragons.
So the Lady Warriors have still not hit a basket from the field, but at least they've got the lid off with those 2 free throws. Staten will have it for the Lady Dragons left side. What do we got? Timeouts called by the West Union Lady Dragons. We're going to take one as well. Eastern leads it by 7, 22-15. We're back right after this on 99.5 The Edge and GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
One of the most iconic Ohio River properties in southern Ohio is now available. The former location of Moyer Winery is a 61-acre property with nearly 24 acres of riverside and a half-mile of river frontage, plus 38 acres of timber. The existing 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home features full-view windows that maximize the incredible river view. Outdoor amenities include a 26-by-44 shelter house, a gazebo, and a 36-by-48 tobacco barn. For more details about this property, visit thedickeygroup.com.
Gas mileage is very important when the price of gas just keeps going up. And if you're driving around on old worn-out tires, you're wasting gas. Vehicle out of alignment? That's another gas sucker. Check engine light on? Yep, that's just more gas down the tailpipe. Get the most out of every gallon of gas with a visit to Tanya's Tires, Service and Rental in West Union. Located on Lloyd Road between West Union High School and West Union Elementary. Call 937-544-4106 to schedule your appointment today. Trust Tanya's care for your auto repair at Tanya's Tires, Service and Rental in West Union. Now offering alignments and service for tractor tires.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. West Union Lady Dragons will have the basketball out of the timeout. They trail by 7 with 3:29 to go in the third quarter. Staten with it out top. Goes left side, Stout. Stout reverses back to McIntosh. Now they find Staten left side. So they're working around the three-point arc. Staten had a couple of dribbles toward the basket, but backed it out. Now McIntosh with it again. I think Eastern's in a 2-3 zone, but it is an extended 2-3 zone.
Yes, it's extended all the way out past the three-point arc.
Yep. Eastern ended up tipping it out of bounds. West Union will inbound right in front of their bench. They'll put it into the hands of McIntosh. Left side it goes Stapleton, back to McIntosh. Now they find Stout down on the baseline, but she didn't have a shot. Now goes into Stapleton. Stapleton triple teamed and has it taken away. Well, Eastern Brown does an excellent job collapsing on the basketball anytime it gets near the basket.
Absolutely. That was a very good defense to not commit the foul.
Gould with the basketball out top. Goes left side, Yupa. Now to Schumacher. Stolen away. McIntosh able to get the steal from Yupa. Staten with it. Staten for a long two.
Against Madison Stout. It's her second, team third.
Still 2:15 to go in this third quarter as Eastern Brown has yet to score a basket from the field. They've got 2 free throws. Yupa with it and taken away by McIntosh. McIntosh slows it up, goes to Staten. Staten's going to drive in, off balance, shot no good, but she's fouled. And Ashla Staten's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. We'll be back after this timeout on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union.
Ashla Staten got one of the 2 free throws to go, so the Lady Dragons still trailing and almost getting a steal. I think they do. Yeah, that ends up as a turnover, as I think they're going to say Yupa committed a recovery foul off that steal.
That is exactly right. And that will be, I do have 5 team fouls. Yes, they're going to the line. Shoot 2 for Annabelle McIntosh.
So McIntosh is going to shoot 2 now with West Union trailing by 6. First one is good. Make it 22-17 the score.
Annie Grimes will come into the game. She'll replace Lily Yupa.
You know, Craig, you and I were talking, I think right about the time we got here, that, this was probably going to be a low-scoring game, and Eastern Brown, because of their defense, would want to play that game. But I think this is working out maybe in West Union's favor.
Yes, it is. West Union being able to be patient, keeping it right where they want it.
4-point basketball game. Schumacher with a long 2. It's no good. And on the rebound, what do we got? Out of bounds off West Union. So Eastern will get another opportunity here. Lady Warriors have a 4-point lead with 1:32 to go in the third. Looking to inbound, they do. Schumacher at the elbow for 2. It's no good. Rebound controlled by West Union. Stout has it. Stout's going to push the ball up the floor. Has it top of the key. Goes right side Lewis. Lewis couldn't get the 3-point look that time. Out to McIntosh now. Staten. Staten's going to drive inside, works around the defense, but couldn't get the shot to drop. I thought that was going to go, but it popped out.
That was a very nice left-handed runner by Ashland Staten, just didn't fall.
Right at a minute to go in the third quarter. Grimes with the basketball right side, has it tipped away. Staten's going to get a steal, and the layup is good. Wow, it's a 2-point ball game just that quick.
Got the steal and the finish for Ashland Staten.
Litzinger with the basketball, goes back right side with it is going to be Gould, and she's fouled.
That's going to go against Emmy Stapleton. That's number 2 on Emmy.
Not going to hurt anything because it's only the 4th team foul, so no free throws. And, of course, those reset at the quarter break, which we're only 41 seconds away from. So Grimes will inbound all the way out top. It'll go to Litzinger. Litzinger going to take her time. Right side, Gould. Gould likes the 3. That's no good. Stout on the long, well, she lets it go out of bounds. So West Union will now bring it the length of the floor with right about 30 seconds to go, 29.9.
Chance to tie or take the lead here at the end of the quarter.
Yep. Well, they got Lewis out on the left side wing here. They might try and go for the lead with a 3-point shot. She'll go through the paint, goes out onto the right side wing, and is fouled. So, Litzinger trying to get the steal.
Yeah, Emma Litzinger with that foul, and it will send Lewis to the line.
Yep. With only 19.4 seconds on the clock, we're going to keep it here during these free throws. Again, the winner of this game plays Thursday against Portsmouth West. Coming up tomorrow night, we've got some of our final regular season boys games. On C103, it'll be Georgetown at North Adams. That'll also be on Goodguysradiotv.com. And then on 99.5 The Edge, it'll be Felicity at Lynchburg Clay. So a Southern Buckeye team versus a Southern Hills Athletic Conference team. And one of the 2 free throws is good. It's a 1-point ball game. Eastern Brown will have the basketball. Mobley with it. Kicks it out right side. Litzinger with a 3-point shot. It's good. Eastern Brown needed that one. Back to a 4-point game. And now a 3-point shot at the buzzer, no good. That's how we will end the third quarter. The Lady Warriors lead the Lady Dragons 25-21. We're back with 4th and final quarter action right after this.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance. Adams County Self-Storage knows that there's plenty of different reasons you may be looking for a little extra room to put things. Your college-age kid comes home for the summer and brings along their new ping pong table. You finally decided to take down the decorations after celebrating Christmas in July, or maybe you're still holding on to all those Thai beanie babies that are definitely going to be worth something someday. Whatever your needs, Adams County Self-Storage has got you covered. They've got units ready to rent at their West Union location right behind the Grandview Outlet. Call 937-892-0016. That's 892-0016.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
West Union Lady Dragons have the basketball to start the 4th and final quarter. An opening night of tournament action on C103 and 99.5 The Edge. Unfortunately, our Western Brown Lady Broncos bow out of tournament action in our first game of the night against Harrison. And we're guaranteed a win here, either West Union or Eastern. Either way, we've got to win. And Staten with a putback gets the bonus as she is fouled.
Foul goes against Madison Gould of the Lady Warriors. Staten now with 5 quick points here in the second half.
She'll go to the free throw line for the bonus. Could make it a 1-point game. And it's good. 25-24. Craig, I wonder how long it's been since West Union has beat Eastern.
That would be a good question, a nice trivia question.
I'll bet it's over a decade. With the basketball, the Lady Warriors. Mobley, right side. Out top it goes, and then left side to Litzinger. Into Grimes, out to Schumacher. Now out top, Gould for a three-point shot. That one's no good. Rebound controlled by Stapleton for the West Union Lady Dragons. McIntosh brings it up the floor. Staten with it left side, decides to drive in. Runner in the paint's no good. That doesn't matter because she's going to be called for the player control foul.
Ashley Staten taking it strong to the basket, but she does get that foul as a charge, her third.
Yeah, only 3. She had 2 early in the game, but has now only collected her third foul. Gould comes out as Yupa will go back in for the Lady Warriors with 6:57 to go in the ballgame. By the way, we are going to talk to the winning coach after this one. We'll also name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. Litzinger with the basketball, trying to feed it in, and that was Schumacher who saved it. Back out top, it'll go to Litzinger. And now another pass gets tipped, but Yupa able to track it down.
Looks like the momentum has completely shifted. West Union's got the pep in their step.
Yes, I would absolutely agree. The momentum is all the way of the Lady Dragons right now. Litzinger out top. Goes right side, Mobley. Grimes with a touch, and Staten with a steal. And Stapleton to Stout. Stout with the basketball, has it tipped from behind, but they're going to say she was fouled. Only the second team foul, so we're still a ways away from shooting free throws.
Emma Litzinger with the foul. That's number 3 on Emma, and Emily Belmont will come back into the game. She replaces Annie Grimes.
We'd like to thank Baxla Tractor Sales for sponsoring our halftime show. Still a lot of time in this game. Staten with a basketball out near half court. They try and trap her. She finds Stout. Stout inside the paint. First one no good. Gets her own rebound. Out to Lewis for a long 2. That's no good. And the Lady Warriors end up with it. West Union not showing patience that time. And a kick. So Eastern's going to end up inbounding at half court. This would be an opportunity right here for West Union to try and deny. I don't think they're going to try and play that tight of defense yet.
Nope, they did not.
Mobley with it. Passes right side. Litzinger. Now to Schumacher at the elbow. Schumacher, I think, called for the travel. Yep. Stutter stepped as she was trying to pick it up for the shot.
Yep. Right after the travel, she hit the shot, so that was a costly one.
Yep. McIntosh will have the basketball, and she's going to be met with pressure. Gets it to Staten. Staten trying to stay out of the trap. Goes to Stapleton. Now Stout in the corner. Back out to Stapleton, and then Staten. Now Lewis, left side for a set 3. That one's no good. Gets her own rebound. Staten will try a 3. That one is no good, and Eastern Brown clears out the rebound. Well, West Union shooting like there's 30 seconds on the clock.
They were open, but like you said, maybe they should have taken it back out and regrouped.
Try to maybe get a shorter shot for a 2 and take the lead. Litzinger for a 3. Oh, that one rimmed out. I thought that was down. And on the rebound, it's tipped out of bounds. They'll say Eastern touched it last. So West Union catching another break here. Another opportunity for the Lady Dragons to have their first lead of the game.
Here we are 3 minutes into the fourth quarter, and Eastern Brown yet to score.
Yeah, they have only scored 5 total points in the second half. Pressure works. Litzinger able to get the steal. West Union is going to struggle against that tight Eastern Brown trap defense. Yupa with it out on the right side wing. Goes to the baseline. Now back out to Mobley, Litzinger, and then Schumacher. Could have been a turnover as Schumacher was turned away from the ball. She turned around just in time. Eastern's going to call the timeout. We're going to take one as well. 4:23 to go in the ball game. It's a 1-point game. Eastern Brown 25, West Union 24. We're back after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Taste a Snappy Tomato Pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
Bowling Auto Service is here to help. Sardinia's local auto repair expert has built their reputation on hard work, integrity, and auto repair expertise. Bowling Auto Service has batteries, brakes, inspections, oil changes, tire diagnostics, and more. Call or stop by today for specials. 12702 Fight Hawk Road in Sardinia or 937-213-2046. Visit them online at bowlingautomotiveservice.com.
To possibly do that. Eastern Brown, of course, would like to not let that happen. Yupa with a basketball. Passes tip. Staten ends up with a steal. Staten on the layup. It's good, and West Union takes their first lead of the ball game by 1 with just under 4 minutes to go in the game. And Stout gets another steal to McIntosh. McIntosh on the drive, drops it short. I don't think she knew she had Staten wide open on the other side. And now we have a foul committed on the rebound as West Union tried to tie Eastern up in a dual possession. And ends up being called for the foul.
Amy Stapleton with that foul. That's number 3 on Emmy. Emma Litzinger back into the game for the Lady Warriors, and Shelby Weekly in for the Lady Dragons. She will replace Stapleton after that third foul.
We do not have any games Wednesday night. I told you we've got some regular season boys games tomorrow night. But we'll be back Thursday night with a full night of games. We'll have 4 games for you, 2 on 99.5 The Edge and 2 on C103 on Thursday night. As it is tournament time, and Eastern Brown with another turnover and a foul committed as a recovery foul committed, I should say, by Eastern Brown.
Lily Yupa with the foul. That's only 2 on Lily.
Thursday night on 99.5 The Edge, we'll have Peebles versus Rock Hill or Northwest. There's a game being played tonight to find out who will play Peebles. And then the winner of this game will play Portsmouth West, also on 99.5 The Edge. Staten drives the left side of the lane. One-hand shot, no good. Put back, no good. That was by, I think that was by Weekly. And now the Lady Warriors have the basketball. Litzinger with it. Gets it to Mobley. They feed it inside, and a foul committed as West Union trying to get the steal. On C103, it'll be Adena versus Fairfield, and that will also be on Good Guys Radio TV. And then White Oak versus Paint Valley. Both of those from Hillsborough High School. We're going to take a break during this timeout. We're back right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Left side to Belmont, and Mobley comes out to get it. Now back to Belmont. They feed it inside. Schumacher is fouled as she puts it up inside the paint, and that's going to put Schumacher on the free throw line, shooting 2.
Coach Pickrell was a little upset with his ladies, and they come out of the timeout and did exactly what he told them to do and took it to the hole, and Tabby Schumacher with a chance to 2 points from the line.
2:52 to go in the ball game. First free throw off the mark. Bounces off the right side of the rim. Well, this could tie it up here at 26 all. If Schumacher gets this one to go, and she does not, but what do we have? A lane violation anyway. Wouldn't have mattered if it would have dropped, because they say she stepped over the free throw line. So West Union continues to have the lead, and we're going to see full court man-to-man pressure. Let's see if the Dragons can handle this pressure. Eastern, again, a very good defensive team. Staten gets it across the timeline, gets caught in a trap. Oh, they find Weekly down underneath, but she can't hang on to it. As the pass went to Stout in the paint, and she had Weekly behind the defense, and I think Weekly was not expecting to get a pass. She was thought that Stout was going to take the shot.
I believe you're exactly right. She was looking up at the rim a little bit there, and Stout passed it to her instead of shooting it.
So West Union will inbound underneath. They get it to Staten. Staten on the inbound. Gets the shot up. No good. Rebound fought for. It's going to be Schumacher. And what do we have, a foul or a dual possession? I think a foul. Foul's going to be committed as West Union again trying to dial up the pressure.
Shelby Weekly with another foul. That is number 4 on Weekly.
Also the 4th team foul. So the next foul committed by West Union, and Eastern's going to go to the free throw line for the rest of the game, shooting 2. Well, now they're saying 5. Did I miscount by 1?
I do have 5. Ken,
okay.
Sorry.
So they are now shooting free throws the rest of the game. That's an advantage. So Schumacher on the free throw line, shooting 2. We'll take this opportunity to remind you this broadcast is for the private use of the 99.5 The Edge audience and Goodguysradiotv.com. Any other use of the descriptions or accounts of this game without the consent of Dreamcatcher Communications is prohibited.
Schumacher with another miss. She is now 2 for 7 from the line. One of those things that now it's probably in her head a bit.
And that one also rims out. Stout ends up with a rebound. Outlet pass to McIntosh. Ahead they go to Staten. Staten tries to drive in, passes back out to Stout. Now to Staten out top as the Lady Dragons are facing man-to-man defense. Staten off the screen, dribbles right and falls down with it. And the steal, Eastern. Schumacher on the layup, no good, but she's fouled. Schumacher's going to go to the line to shoot 2, and Staten is limping a little bit. I'm not sure exactly if it's maybe her right ankle. I think she's going to stay out there. Looks like she's okay. 2:13 to go in the ball game. And on the free throw line again is Schumacher. She has struggled late in this game from the line. First one a little bit short.
She's a 52.5% free throw shooter for the season. Struggling tonight, though.
I think it's the pressure of this game. Second free throw is no good. Lewis tied up in a dual possession on the rebound. It'll stay with Eastern. Lucky break for the Lady Warriors and an opportunity.
Crowd getting a little into it here in the fourth quarter.
Eastern Brown looking to inbound. They find Yupa in the corner for a 3. It's good. Eastern Brown back on top by 2.
Yupa with 11 now, our first Lady Warrior in double figures.
Stout with the basketball, dribbling over on the right-hand side. Under 2 minutes to go. They get it to Staten. Staten with the basketball out top. Gets it to McIntosh, top of the key. They've got Lewis out on the left side wing. McIntosh dribbling. Takes an off-balance shot. Eastern Brown ends up with it, as that one might have been partially blocked. Litzinger will have it out top. And over passes to Mobley to turn it over. So West Union will get another opportunity to tie or take the lead. But first, a timeout called by West Union. We're going to take one as well. We're back right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, ENERGY STAR compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on US Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
It's the last thing you need.
But for real, you should probably tell your parents.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, can you come with me?
Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
It's going to be Eastern Brown with the basketball, correct? Or no, West Union will have the basketball. They called the timeout. So West Union will have it. It's a fun way to kick off tournament, isn't it?
This is a nice game, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice and exciting. Eastern Brown with a foul to give, so they do only have 3 team fouls, so we'll see how they play that.
That's a good catch, because that means they can commit a foul without putting West Union on the free throw line if they need to do that. With the basketball out top right now is going to be Stout. Stout, only a freshman. Staten gets it left side, back to Stout in the corner. Now back to Staten. Almost looks like they're trying to get somebody for a three-point look. Stout will now have it out top again. You got Lewis hanging out over here on the left side. She'll flash through the paint. Stout on the drive to Weekly, and they tie her up in a dual possession.
It was a nice attempt to get Weekly down there with the ball on the low block, but the execution was a little short. Tie up. West Union will keep it, like you said. See if this inbound play can get him a shot.
They're going to inbound all the way out top to Stout. Now Staten with the basketball, dribbling out on the left side wing. Out top again. Now right side, it's going to go to McIntosh. Down to 44 seconds. Now back to Staten again. They try to go inside to Weekly, and it's taken away. Turnover for the Lady Dragons. Eastern Brown with the basketball. Yupa has it left side, and she is fouled.
Yupa, not the one the Dragons would want to send to the line.
Yeah, she has shot pretty well from the free throw line this evening, hasn't she?
Yeah, she is 7 for 8. All those in the first half, however, so she hasn't been there recently.
Well, I'm sure she hasn't forgot how to make one, but she does miss the first.
Even with this make, it would be a one-possession game for the Lady Dragons.
Yeah, they could tie it up and push it into overtime, just like the Super Bowl. Second one is good, and Eastern Brown calls the timeout. They lead it 29-26 with 26.4 seconds on the clock. We're back right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
You've been listening to us for years.
Shot up by for 3. It's up and in.
Now it's time to watch.
I can save!
Good Guys Radio TV is here with live video coverage of everything happening in our area. Local sports.
And this one is a hard shot out to left field.
Local events.
Hey, this is Braden hanging out with you.
It's all on GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
That's GoodGuysRadiotv.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Ohio. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the OHSAA.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what? Eastern Brown wanted to see what West Union was going to show, and they call another timeout. Smart move there by the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors, and I think we're going to keep it right here.
Coach Pickrell using his experience there to see what was going on, and he's going to draw up the defense. You can see what he can do to get West Union to take a bad shot or even a turnover.
But West Union's going to need to take the three. I mean, that's just flat out what has to happen. It's going to have to be, I think, Staten or Lewis.
Yes.
Where are those West Union stats? I wanted to see who their best three-point shooter is.
Okay, the best three-point shooter for the Lady Dragons is Staten at 28%.
What's the percentage for Lewis?
Lewis is at 24, just behind her.
Okay.
So good choice for either one.
Lady Dragons are going to face some light full-court pressure, probably going to try and do more of a half-court trap as soon as they get it across half court. That's what I look to happen. McIntosh gets it ahead to Stout. Stout tries the three. It's no good. Long rebound. Back to McIntosh. She'll try another three. That one is no good, and Eastern Brown ends up with a rebound and the foul committed, I do believe. Yeah, the foul committed as West Union had to stop the clock. Well, they got a couple of good looks at it there, Craig.
Yes, they absolutely. That first shot by McIntosh was right on the, excuse me, not McIntosh, Stout.
Stout, yeah.
It was right on the money, and it was a perfect shot.
Well, not perfect.
Well, yeah,
it didn't
sorry.
drop.
My bad. Exactly.
It was a real good look for sure. Mobley on the free throw line, and she does get the first one, and that pretty much is going to seal the deal for the Lady Warriors, as West Union would have to get a three-point shot with a foul, and it is missed on the second one, so Staten has it. Still 5 seconds. They knock it away as Eastern Brown gets the steal. Litzinger on a run out, and I don't know if they're going to count that or not. Doesn't matter, as Litzinger did get a layup at the buzzer. I think they're going to wave it off. Nope, they put it up on the scoreboard.
It counted.
All right, 32-26 is going to be your final score as the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors defeat the West Union Lady Dragons in a close one. Don't go away. Our 99.5 The Edge postgame show coming up right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
One of the most iconic Ohio River properties in southern Ohio is now available. The former location of Moyer Winery is a 61-acre property with nearly 24 acres of riverside and a half-mile of river frontage, plus 38 acres of timber. The existing 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home features full-view windows that maximize the incredible river view. Outdoor amenities include a 26-by-44 shelter house, a gazebo, and a 36-by-48 tobacco barn. For more details about this property, visit thedickeygroup.com.
Gas mileage is very important when the price of gas just keeps going up. And if you're driving around on old worn-out tires, you're wasting gas. Vehicle out of alignment? That's another gas sucker. Check engine light on? Yep, that's just more gas down the tailpipe. Get the most out of every gallon of gas with a visit to Tanya's Tires, Service and Rental in West Union. Located on Lloyd Road between West Union High School and West Union Elementary. Call 937-544-4106 to schedule your appointment today. Trust Tanya's care for your auto repair at Tanya's Tire, Service and Rental in West Union. Now offering alignments and service for tractor tires.
Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance. In Georgetown at 937-378-4124. In Owensville at 513-732-2600. In West Union at 937-544-5505. Or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Eastern Brown Lady Warriors hang on to get the victory in their sectional semifinal tonight here at Eastern Brown High School. They will head to the sectional finals coming up on Thursday to face off against Portsmouth West. Let's take a look at scoring by the quarters in this one. Eastern Brown outscoring West Union by 6 points in the first quarter, 9-3. Boy, it might have been a different ball game if West Union had been able to score earlier in the game. But they were able to score in the second quarter as Eastern Brown still outscored them, but only by 3 that time. That gave Eastern Brown a 9-point lead, 20-11 at half. In the third quarter, Eastern Brown suffered the same as West Union did in the first quarter, as they only scored 5 points in that third quarter. West Union scoring 10. That cut it back to just a 4-point lead for Eastern, 25-21. And then in the fourth and final quarter, Eastern Brown was able to hang on, outscoring West Union by 2 points to get the victory, 32-26. So a 6-point win for the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. Don't go away. We're going to talk to head coach Kevin Pickrell in our Coach's Comment Show. We also have to name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. And, of course, Craig has stats for you as well. So stick with us. We've got lots of post-game coming up right here on 99.5 The Edge. We'll be back right after this.
Adams County Self-Storage knows that there's plenty of different reasons you may be looking for a little extra room to put things. Your college-age kid comes home for the summer and brings along their new ping pong table. You finally decided to take down the decorations after celebrating Christmas in July, or maybe you're still holding on to all those Thai beanie babies that are definitely going to be worth something someday. Whatever your needs, Adams County Self-Storage has got you covered. They've got units ready to rent at their West Union location right behind the Grandview Outlet. Call 937-892-0016. That's 892-0016.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. The best we can tell, and thanks to Jason Buda for saying that he thinks it was the 2013-2014 season would have been the last time that West Union beat Eastern. So I with a lucky guess, I said it'd been a decade. So still trying to figure that out here. It doesn't really matter because West Union did not beat Eastern tonight, but they certainly did come close. Head coach Kevin Pickrell is ready to join us for our Coach's Comment Show. So Coach Pickrell will be sitting down here in just a moment and be joining us. Again, Eastern Brown is going to advance in tournament play, and they will be playing Thursday night against a very tough opponent, number 3 seed Portsmouth West. And we're going to talk about that here in just a moment with head coach Kevin Pickrell. So, again, Coach Pickrell, thanks for joining us with our Coach's Comment Show. I hope you still got some breath left. I know you were very vocal there at the end of that game.
I was, but competitiveness kicking in, you know.
Right. I know how that works, especially with you. I understand that this victory is a bit of a milestone for you.
It is, since everybody wants to make sure it's all public knowledge. It's just another game for me.
Right.
But it's, you know, if they all like that, it's great. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing it.
Well, what we're talking about there is this is Kevin's 200th career win, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, and that is a big deal to get number 200. You got a long way to go, though, to catch up to Coach Kaiser.
You know, it's that's kind of what I told somebody today. They said, man, that's a big deal. I said, really, it's not when you got Coach Kaiser in the house and you got John Burroughs here before me, basically, and my mentor Rob Buechler's just got his 450th. So, and Coach Lewis that I played for, it's got several wins too. But so my 200 is just minor compared to them guys and my elders. So I keep looking up to them and chasing them. But you know what? It is what it is, and it's just another game, another win. But it's definitely cherished because this year's been struggle and tough at times, but it's been well worth it at the end.
Well, you're still a young man, Coach Pickerel. So.
Well, my body don't feel like it at times, but I tell everybody every day, how much longer are you going to do it? How much longer are you going to do it? This year, 29, just so however long it happens. I still love it. I'm still very competitive, and I enjoy teaching the kids and being around them on a daily basis. So as long as I can enjoy it and do that, I'm good.
Well, let's talk about this one. Third quarter was really tough for you guys scoring-wise, and I know you've struggled at times to score throughout the season. So has West Union.
Yes, that's what I was worried about. I didn't bring it up because I was afraid I'd jinx them. I just brought it up. You can't go in and live off what you done in the first half. Matter of fact, I did say I'm glad halftime comes, so now we can talk about Lewis. That's wide open on three. She shoots the ball 3 times in the first half and makes all 3. We got to make sure we find her. But I said I didn't say anything about how we was playing. We didn't shoot it that well in the first half, but just a few more of them shots were going in. We was getting the ball inside, and just the second half we basically became an outside jump shooter, and when they did that, they spread their zone out a little further, and then when passes got harder, and then we started turning it over. And I don't know if we ever really officially broke it like I wanted to break it, but, you got to get that ball inside. You got to touch the paint. You got to get it to the heart, whatever. You hear all these coaches' sayings, but we just struggled to do that, and then once you get it there, you got to do one of two things. You either got to catch it and be ready to shoot it, you got to drive it, or you got to be thinking to look opposite. And we struggled with all 3 of them aspects once we got it there. So, we're fortunate to get out of here with the win. I thought West Union done everything they could. They played hard. They didn't go away from their game plan, and give them a lot of credit because they could have. And you get them down a little 9-0 there early, and they struggled to score, and they could have went helter-skelter and got away from what they did, but they did not, and credit Jacob for that.
Yeah, West Union, I thought, kept their composure. They got the momentum going their direction. They took the lead from you with, I don't know, it was probably 3-4 minutes to go or so, and because of this low scoring, held it until about 2 minutes to go.
Right.
Somewhere in there, I actually didn't write down my times on that, and I should have done that. That's my bad there. Normally I would keep those notes, but West Union got that momentum going their direction, and again, throughout those last couple of minutes, they kept their composure. You were just able to outplay them in those last few minutes.
And and exactly right. We got a big stop there late with about 2 minutes to go, and we either got the ball out of bounds. We come down and ran our offense, got the ball where we wanted it, and Tabby tried to drive it and missed her free throw. We got an offensive rebound. The ball went out of bounds. We got the ball out of bounds, and Yupa hit a big 3 there. It kind of put us over the hump, so to speak, and give us some breathing room. But that's what Lily can do. She's got to get better with her knowing where the ball needs to go and taking care of being stronger with the ball. But I was pretty happy because, you lose Martin on Saturday and you bounce back, and it's kind of a different look because they're all put in a little bit different situation. She probably shoots the team out of the zone a little bit more. So the last time we played them, they played us box and one when Clara was playing, and then today she's not playing. So.
And you know what? I did not mention that any. What's the deal there? What's up with Martin?
So Clara Saturday went in for a layup and drove and kind of got undercut a little bit. She come down and landed on her wrist, and she broke it pretty good. I mean, tomorrow she's going to the orthopedic, and they're going to decide whether they're going to need surgery or where we go. So she's done for the year, and I lost a freshman on Wednesday night. So these non-league games at the end of the year after the RPI, it's all come out and all that. So it's kind of bit us in the rear a little bit, but that's part of it. It's, we've had a lot of adversity and different situations. Every team does. You go through them. You got to figure out how to go through them and battle and still be competitive, and we're doing a great job. My seniors are great. They're good leaders. They're great kids. They're great kids. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better group of seniors from top to bottom, and that's the name of the game. I enjoy being around them 5, and they just pick it up and try to keep moving. They know their limitations as far as basketball, but at the same time are very peppy. They keep us loose, and that's the biggest part I think we got away from the last couple of years. We were so competitive and wanting to win so bad that we kind of got away from being high school basketball players, so to speak.
Coach, you got a tough tough order for you Thursday night.
Yep, I've seen West about a half a dozen times, and
they beat somebody in the league. I couldn't remember who it was. It wasn't you.
I've actually seen 2 of the 3 teams they beat us. They beat all 3 of our big Peebles, North Adams, Lynchburg, and I seen them against Peebles. I seen them against Lynchburg very first week of the season. So they got a great point guard and they got a lot of size. So I don't know if we can scrap something up for here in 2 days to get ready for them, but that's like I told them, we're surviving advance. Anything can happen in a tournament. But we're going to enjoy tonight. They're going to let me do the preparation for the next 2 days, and they can still enjoy this win because every win's a big win. And sometimes, like I say, we get away from that, and I'll take them. It doesn't matter if we're 18-2 at this time or 2-18. I'll take a win anytime I can get it. So I'm proud of the kids and the way they fought and battled and didn't give up there in the end and made the best of the situation.
And you are absolutely correct. Your team did not give up. The stick-to-itedness is what I like to call it. They just played right through the adversity.
Right, and big thing from us, I mean, if you watch this at the beginning of the year to where we're at now, it's a night and day difference. I'm watching the game earlier today of West Union, and when we played them here early December here at home, and it's just night and day difference on how we moved the ball, where we was at, and just things have gotten a lot better. You don't see that when you're with them every day till you go back and watch a tape like that, and you're thinking, well, we have improved, and coaches get lost in that, and I'm the world's worst about that. I see a whole lot of negative and very little positive, and that's probably one of my weaknesses. But I'm so competitive, and I want us to be better each day and every day, 1%. And whether we get that or not, I'm still fighting for it and battling for it. Even up to walkthroughs here this afternoon, I'm still trying to get us to be a little better. So, that's the name of the game. As long as your team's improving and keep going throughout the year and be competitive. That's like I told them, we fight 32 minutes a night. That's what Eastern basketball is about, and that's what it's always going to be about. Whether I'm here or somebody else is here, we're going to fight and battle, and I think this team does that very well.
Well, Coach, is there anything – we didn't talk much about your individual players, but anything we left out that you want to mention before we wrap things up?
I just a couple things. I know the big thing is the Grimes girls have lost her grandmother here this weekend, and they're going to be out the rest of the week. So I pray for them, and I want their family to know that they're up in my prayers, and we're all with them. And it's part of the adversity we got. So we got multiple people sick, and they're in here playing. Little Jenna come tonight. She was 100-degree temperature yesterday and throwing up. Everybody's going through sickness. So I don't want a sad song here, but it is what it is, and you got to learn how to go through it. And I thought our kids have done well. I brought the JV kids in because you don't know. Another kid or two gets sick. We got to have them guys here ready to go today on the bench or whatever.
And as a coach, it's no fun swinging at those curveballs.
It isn't, and what we're trying to learn out of this is nothing else. It's life lessons. I tell them all the time. You could be on the way to work or on the way to college here next year or whatever, and you have a flat tire, and all of a sudden you're late to class or you're late to work or whatever. That's the real world, and that's what we're trying to teach them here. So I hope they learn these life lessons here at basketball and take them and put them to use in life.
I would agree, Coach. High school sports teaches you way more about life than it teaches you about any of the games.
And the big thing is being on time and being early, and people, you get to places in the world when you do them things, and I strive on that every day. I'm 15, 30, 20, 45 minutes early every day to work, and that's me. That's who I am. When I come to practice, I'm an hour early. I expect the kids to be here 20 minutes early. So, that's just part of it, and that's what I hope I'm teaching them, and they learn from that, and they carry it on through their life, and look back and think that, hey, Coach was not that bad. He was teaching me life lessons. They're not seeing it right now, and I understand that. I didn't see them either at 18 years, 17 years old. So
Right. All you worry about is how many suicides are we going to run tonight?
Yes, how many suicides? If we got missed free throws, man, I'm Tabby 2 for 10. I'm going to be running. No, it's not about that. It's really the big picture, and you know what? Tabby will get better. She's been great all year. I'm not worried about Tabby. She'll make free throws tomorrow at practice and Thursday at the game. So I'm proud of the kids, and I appreciate one thing I do. I appreciate you guys being here, and my mom got to see my 200th win, and that's just her second game this year, so I was proud to have her in the stands. And of course, my dad's always here, and I can't appreciate them enough. So, and my son got to come tonight, so a lot of great things, and a lot of good things to take from this win. So we're going to cherish it, and we'll get back to work tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. Head coach Kevin Pickrell, thanks for joining us. on our Coach's Comment Show, and congratulations on the win tonight and the 200th.
I appreciate that, Ken, and thanks for all you guys you do for the league and the coverage. Thanks.
You know we love it.
Yep, you do.
All right. We're going to take a break. We'll be back to look at stats and name our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Taste a Snappy Tomato Pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen, and a lot of folks stopping by here with head coach Kevin Pickrell as he completed the interview to congratulate him on the 200th win. And I didn't even realize, Craig, that he was a little bit drenched from the Gatorade victory celebration.
Yeah, I patted him on the back, and I thought, my goodness, he worked up a sweat. But it was a little more than that. I believe he did work up a sweat, but it was just a little more than that.
Yeah, he got cooled off as well after the working up the sweat. All right, we've got a couple of things to do. We're going to talk about stats. We need to name a Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. First, though, I want to invite everybody to tune in tomorrow night here on 99.5 The Edge. It'll be Felicity at Lynchburg Clay. That'll be a boys matchup. On C103, it'll be Georgetown at North Adams. You got the two coaches that are cousins facing off against each other, Corey Kopus and Nathan Kopus for Georgetown head coach, North Adams head coach. That'll also be on Goodguysradiotv.com. And then we'll be back Thursday with 4 tournament games for you, 2 here on C103, 2 on 99.5 The Edge. On C103, we'll have Peebles in their season opener or tournament opener. And then we'll have the winner of this one, which will be Eastern. Over on C103, we'll have Fairfield in our first game and White Oak. I think that's the way that will go. Yes, Fairfield plays at 6:15. White Oak plays at 8 o'clock. So we are just getting started in tournament action. Craig, let's take a look at stats.
All righty. For the Lady Dragons, came up a little short on the scoreboard. They had 4 players in the scoring column. Madison Stout, a single field goal, 2 points. Annabella McIntosh, 2 for 2 from the line with 2 points. Then Ashla Staten, 8 points, 2 for 3 from the free throw line. And leading all scorers for the Lady Dragons, Olivia Lewis, 14 points, 4 3-pointers, and then she went 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Dragons shot an even consistent 4 for 23 inside the arc and 4 for 24 outside the arc, which makes it 17% both ways, 17% for the game. That is a little below their average for the season, and that's tough when you shoot less than 20% from the field. They did go 6 for 9 from the free throw line, going at 66%. They committed 11 turnovers, which is well under their average. Playing a little slow game there at the beginning kept them from doing all those turnovers. So, they got a little bit to work on for next year, but they do have all their players back next year. So, good luck to the Lady Dragons in their off season and the summer workouts and things, so they can come back strong next year.
Yeah, you are correct. Not a single senior on the West Union roster.
And for the Eastern Lady Warriors, the statistics, we have they had 7 players in the scoring column. Jenna Mobley, a single field goal. She was 1 for 2. Also, Vivian Grimes, 1 point, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Annie Grimes had a single field goal, 2 points. Emily Belmont, 2 points. She went 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Tabby Schumacher, 6 points, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And Emma Litzinger, 9 points, all of those from the field. Leading the Eastern Lady Warriors, Lily Yupa, 11 points, and she did go 8 for 10 from the free throw line. The Lady Warriors shot 6 for 23 inside the arc, 26%, 2 for 6. They didn't shoot many, but they made 2 out of the 6 3-pointers they shot for a total of 33%, and outs for a total of 28%, from the field, 8 for 29. The big difference in the game, they did shoot 26 free throws, making 14 of those, 54%, which is right at their season average of 55. They committed 18 turnovers, which is a little less than their 20 per season. So that was good for them as well. They committed most of those in the second half. 32 points for the Eastern Lady Warriors as they came out on the top, 32-26.
That leaves one final thing to do, and that's to choose our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game, brought to you by Snappy Tomato Pizza in Seaman and West Union. I think it really has to come down between two players. I like Yupa and Litzinger both.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I started thinking Lily Yupa, 8 for 10 from the free throw line. That's a very nice game. 11 points, also a very nice game. And then you think of Litzinger. She's a point guard, had the ball in her hand all the time. She was guarding the opposing point guard, Ashla Staten, the entire time. And, Ashla did not actually get her season average, so you got to give Emma Litzinger some credit for that.
That's what I was going to say. Holding Staten to 8 points, I'm sure that was key to the victory.
Yes, absolutely. So we have to, the pendulum goes toward, Emma Litzinger. We're going to name her our Snappy Tomato Player of the Game.
So congratulations to Emma Litzinger, the 5'6" senior. She will be our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game in tonight's victory with the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors defeating West Union 32-26. That's going to do it for us here courtside. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night. Well, all week long. We're going to have basketball for you every night and every day. We've got a long day on Saturday as well. Wednesday is the only day we do not have basketball for you on both stations. So be sure to stay tuned in all week long for tournament basketball. Well, also a couple of regular season guys games tomorrow night and Friday night. But pretty much it's tournament time from here on out on C103 and 99.5 The Edge. We want to thank Brandon Rigdon for engineering everything for us tonight on Goodguysradiotv.com, and Sarah Rigdon for engineering everything for us back in the studio at 99.5 The Edge. For Craig Campbell, I'm Ken Smith. Thanks for listening to High School Tournament Basketball on 99.5 The Edge.